This looks good.
Right, lads. This looks good.
Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. We are still doing well, we are still on top of the moon, we are still on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 11 and 12 and 13 and 14 and 15, because that is the truth right now. We can't get over what has happened. We still are in the midst of it all and enjoying life and feeling absolutely incredible, and right now it is what it is. I can't take this off. I can't take anything Chelsea off. I need to keep it on, because right now, just like the picture over here proves, just like this over here shows you, we are two-time European champions, thank you very much, and we are absolutely, I don't have words, but we're going to have to start talking about other things. We can't just keep talking about the Champions League. It is what it is. Right now, as I did a video yesterday, explaining to all of you, how are Chelsea going to move forward? What are the next steps? How is this going to progress? What's the next goal? And we've all spoken about transfers and the players coming in and all of that. But the truth is, next season, we look to retain, yeah? We look to become the first English club, if I'm not mistaken, in the Champions League, not the European Cup, because Nottingham Forest have already done it, but the first English team in the Champions League to retain. Yes, Nottingham Forest done it. They retained the European Cup at the time, same competition, just different name, but when it became the Champions League, no English team has done it. We're looking to be the first. Why not? Why not do it next season? And why not go for the Premier League title? City, keep it warm. Keep it warm, baby, because we're coming for that Premier League title. We are coming for it. By the way, before we get into the transfer news and the absolute mayhem that has happened over the last 24 hours in relation to transfers, I can't believe what's gone down. I have to mention Matisse, over on MAH, aka you know him as Matisse. He done a video with Big Steve, Man City fan, and just, it was so entertaining. It's just absolutely fantastic. The way he just started bombarding him. Because Big Steve gave it a lot of mouth before the game. And Matisse put him in his place. No disrespect to Big Steve, of course. It's football and it's banter. But Matisse brought the banter. And then he went on to Turkish's channel and done the Big Six with Saeed, Man United fan, obviously Turkish Arsenal fan, Toby, Tottenham fan, Big Steve was there, City fan, just the Big Six clubs, right? And just went in on all of them, We run Europe now. Europe is blue. That is what it is. And it's just, Matisse, shout out to you, Matisse. I know you're watching. Shout out to you. You done us proud on there, boy. You done us proud. Man showed up in a suit and all sorts. Anyway, let's get into the latest. It's been mayhem. It's been mad. What's gone on in the last 24 hours? I'm going to show you the latest. We're going to go through all the bits of news and then we're going to address it as one. Yeah, I think that's probably best. So let's get on with it now. This is what's gone down. We have Carlo Ancelotti to Real Madrid. Here we go, says Fabrizio Romano. The agreement on the termination of his contract with Everton is set to be completed. The two clubs are in direct contact. Then Carlo will rejoin Real Madrid. Expected to be official soon, as per Felix Diaz and the other person, El Arguero. We move into the next piece of news from Fabrizio. PSG are still working to sign Achraf Hakimi from Inter. Price tag 80 million euros. So PSG have to raise the bid. FC Bayern have not opened talks with Hakimi. Chelsea are interested in Hakimi, but PSG are leading the race. Also, Adama Traore in Chelsea's list, as Matt Law has already reported. We've got news from The Athletic. A return of Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea is more realistic this summer than Erling Haaland or Harry Kane. Chelsea have a long-standing interest in Inter Milan right-back Achraf Hakimi. His signing has been discussed extensively by the Blues hierarchy, scouting department and Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel is an admirer of Declan Rice and has discussed him with Chelsea staff members. AS Monaco's Aurelien Tchouameni is an alternative, and that has come from The Athletic as well. Absolute mayhem that's gone on the last 24 hours. We've got Ancelotti to Real Madrid. Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming? I thought Conte was going to go there. Some people were saying Poch was going to go back. Obviously, Poch at PSG looks like it's all falling apart. It's just all kicked off. I thought Conte would go to Real Madrid. Nope, they've got Ancelotti back. Everton are in the mud. Everton are in the mud. Now, it looks like Nuno might be going off to Crystal Palace, which means there's a chance that Frank Lampard could be going to Everton. Possibility. We'll see what happens, but that would be a very good move for him. I think that would be fantastic for where he is in his career. I hope Lamps gets the Everton job. But in terms of all these rumours and all these pieces of news, I mean, let's start off with Hakimi. Hakimi is the one that Fabrizio has spoken about and has a price tag of 80 million euros. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Would it work for him to come to Chelsea? I think it would do us wonders. Don't get me wrong. I think especially as a right back or right wing back, which we know Hakimi can do, it'll be good rotation with Reece James. It would work with Reece James and get him to compete at the highest level for sure. Plus, there's a bit of chemistry there. Moroccan magic, you know? Hakimi, Ziyech. Bish bash bosh. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea-Moroccan connection. That could actually work. That could actually be something that clicks at Chelsea on that right-hand side. But 80 million's a lot. When you look in terms of getting a striker, you look in terms of getting a defensive midfielder, whether it's Declan Rice or Tchouameni, we're going to be spending money. Now, what's clear is, for all the non-Chelsea fans out there, you got to be scared again, I'm afraid. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I apologise. I apologise to all of you, but I'm sorry. We have to do it again. We got the transfer ban, right? Best thing to ever happen to Chelsea Football Club. Best thing to ever happen to Chelsea Football Club. Simple as that. Why? Because we managed to promote some youngsters. We managed to get the best out of them. Now they're European champions. But not just that. Afterwards, we went and played FIFA career mode. We got ourselves Werner, Havertz, Ziyech, Chilwell, Mendy, Bish Bash Bosh. List goes on. You know? And this summer, I'm sorry, we're European champions. We're playing career mode again. Yes, we are. We are playing career mode again. Pass me the pad. Pass me the pad, because we are playing career mode and we ain't stopping here. It looks like we're going to be spending money. Roman Abramovich is definitely going to give Thomas Tuchel what he wants. 100%. So that means money will be available. Now, 80 million euros is a lot when you think about buying a striker, when you think about buying a DM. But, I'm saying this, but if Roman turns around and goes, yeah, you know what, look, we got 250 million. We got 300 million to spend, yeah? Get 3 players, 100 million each. Boom, sorted. Who's stopping him? Who's stopping him? And if we're going to be playing career mode, if we're going to be spending money, there are going to be players that are sold. You look at players that are going to be leaving. I suspect Emerson might be on his way out. Tomori's already on his way out. Tomori will be leaving, by the way. Tomori is going to sign a permanent deal at AC Milan. So I wish Tomori all the best. When that becomes official, I will do a video on it because I feel like it needs to be done. He's an academy boy and he came from the same class as all of these lads that won the Champions League, and he's now splitting. He's going away. It's sad, but when it happens, it happens. But he will be leaving, so we'll get money for that. You look at maybe Marcos Alonso. Maybe he goes, maybe he stays. We don't know. Possibility. We'll see what happens. You look at other players that aren't playing, who are on loan, that we can sell and get money for. You know, that are on our books. We can get money. So the net spend, say if it's 300 million spent, yeah, we can narrow that down to about 200 million. We can get ourselves 100 million or so, maybe a little bit less. Let's call it 50. Let's call it 50, even though it will be more than 50. But let's call it... Now, you know what? More than 50, because tomorrow is going to cost 28. We'll get rid of other players. It'll all accumulate between 50 and 100. So in terms of net spend, 200 odd million, if we were to spend 100 million on 3 players each. I mean, it's mad business. It's absolutely insane. And I'm all for it. I am absolutely all for it. So... when you look at it from that point of view, getting Hakimi, we can if we want to. We can afford him. It's not impossible. So we'll see what happens. But on top of that, another name was mentioned, and that's Adama Traore. Now, Adama Traore is a very interesting one. Now, he's at Wolves, and he's done great for Wolves. I mean, he's done so good to the point where other teams are so scared of him that Wolves have to cover his arms in oil, because they know that way defenders can't hold on to him. I mean, that's how peak it is. That's how mad it is for Adama Traore. They have to oil him up so he can run past defenders, you know, because there's just no way they're catching him. He's that quick. I think that would be such a good signing, and especially for someone that can play as a right-sided player, as a right wing-back if we have to. Someone, if we don't get Hakimi, Traore would be a great buy. For him and Reece James to rotate, I mean, that would be insane. It would be insane. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And I've read that Traore is a Thomas Tuchel target. It's someone that Tuchel himself is interested in. As far as I'm concerned, get Thomas Tuchel whatever he wants. If he says a name, you get him. That's it. We're not having clashes with managers anymore. No. This guy has done the unbelievable thing. In 4 months, he's won the Champions League. You give him what he wants. Give him what he wants on a plate. Here you go, Thomas. You asked for this. You getting this. Do you want some caviar with it? Do you want a nice Greek salad to go with that? Would you nice bottle of champagne? You know, most expensive. Let's give you some Moet champagne to have on the side of this. Would you like anything else, sir? Any additional service? Please let me know. I'm right over there waiting for your order. That is what we need to do to Thomas Tuchel. Simple as that. There's no two ways about it. So if he wants Traore, you get him Traore. I'm all for that though. That's a very, very interesting buy. Now, in terms of our striker situation, Lukaku is apparently the more realistic compared to Harry Kane and compared to Erling Haaland. I've said this and I've already made my feelings perfectly clear on it. I think Lukaku's coming home. I think we will be getting Lukaku. Watch this space. Lukaku, as far as I'm concerned, will become a Chelsea player. So we'll see what happens, and I think that would be a very, very good sign. And to be honest, any of the three, and I'm cool with it. We just need someone that can bang in the goals. And right now, I think Lukaku, who got voted Serie A's MVP yesterday. So congrats to Lukaku. Best player in Serie A for the season. Player of the season, basically. He's definitely deserved that. He's been an absolute tank under Conte, and he's learned a lot. And I feel like he could bring that to Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea and be the striker that he wanted to be when he was at Chelsea before. So it might come full circle for him, and I'm very, very much looking forward to that. Fingers crossed that happens. The other thing to discuss is the defensive midfield position. So, Thomas Tuchel apparently is an admirer of Declan Rice, has discussed him with Chelsea, and apparently Tchouameni is the alternative. Now, we can afford Declan Rice if we want to. That's clear, you know, and they're going to want 80 million. That is West Ham's price tag. They won't go below that. Cool. Now, if they're going to play hardball, if by any means that we decide not to go for him, I'm still completely comfortable with buying Tchouameni from Monaco. I think he's a fantastic 21-year-old midfielder with so much potential, has done so well for Monaco, can take himself to the next level, is very, very active, solid defensively, great offensively. I think he could be a very good DM, very good cover for the options we already have in midfield. I think as long as Thomas Tuchel is cool with that, get him. Simple as that. Whether it's Declan Rice or whether it's Tchouameni, Declan Rice is going to have chemistry because he's best mates with Mason Mount. He's already been with the Chelsea Academy. He knows some of the lads already. They're going to be together at England. I mean, it makes sense to get Declan Rice. It just does make sense. But it depends on the price tag. It depends on business. It depends on money. Declan Rice would instantly take a move to Chelsea. Instantly. If you offered it to him now and said, look, do you want to go to Chelsea? He would snap your hand off and say, yes, please. There is no two ways about it. Of course he would. He'd be joining the European champions. He'd still be in London. His circumstances wouldn't change. He'll be at a better club. No disrespect to West Ham. I just mean in terms of level. He'd be beside his best mate, Mason Mount, beside other mates that he's already played with in the academy when he was at Chelsea. A top manager, Thomas Tuchel. You can't get better than that for Declan Rice. You can't. So he would definitely take the move. But it depends on business. If we can't get it done, bring Tchouameni, and I think that would be a fantastic transfer window for Chelsea. It's all we need. It's all we need. We need a striker. Get Lukaku if we have to. Get a defensive midfielder. Get Declan Rice or Tchouameni. Get a right wing back or a right back or a right-sided player to cover and rotate with Reece James. That would be fantastic. A centre back for me is not necessarily needed. Right now, I don't feel like we need a centre-back. Maybe next summer, I think we could definitely go in for someone. But for now, I'm cool. I'm cool with what we have. Simple as that. Let me know in the comments, what do all of you think in terms of these transfer targets, these names? Would you do a deal? Are you happy with these lot? Are you happy with the players that were mentioned? Would you have anyone else in mind? If you have anyone else in mind, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Let me know in the comments. Hit me there. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash that like button if you've enjoyed this video. Much appreciated. Thank you all so much. And I will see you tomorrow for... I think it's going to be a double upload because I'm definitely going to be talking about the England squad. We need to go over that squad. The 26-man squad is about to be made official. We'll go over that and then I'll give you another Chelsea video later on in the day. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care and peace. Up the Chelsea. European champions. Mwah.